Here's a little known fact. Women were among the very first to brew beer ever. From Mesopotamia to the Middle Ages to colonial America, women were the ones doing the brewing. Centuries later, how did the industry pay homage to the founding mothers of beer? They put us in bikinis. Wow. Look at this wild. It's time beer made it up to women. So today, Miller Lite is on a mission to clean up not just their but the whole beer industry's Miller Lite has been scouring the internet for all this and buying it back so that they can turn it into good for women brewers. Literally, good How, you ask? Ladies, take it away.
First, we turn the bad into
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I literally cannot believe I'm making this video. I literally, and I'm not using it in like the Gen Z where they're like, it's literally 1,000,000 degrees outside. I will literally die if I don't get the newest iPhone. I'm talking about literally, I cannot believe another beer company. Like, okay, look, I expect it from like cosmetic companies or fashion companies, to be totally honest. But another American beer company that has been quietly reaping all of the benefits of the Bud Light disaster has now come out with their own commercial that in so many ways, ways, is insanely more offensive, is absolute insanity. I don't understand. And now we're going to have to do it, boys and girls. Miller Lite's on the list. You know what to do. Get rid of it. We can't, again, it's Miller Lite, it's Bud Light, big whoop. By the way, just so you know, Coors Light is also extremely woke. So it's time to just switch off of those three brands altogether because it won't be long until Coors betrays us as well. It is only 15 days to Pride Month, so you can get ready for that too. I don't, all I can do is go through the ad and show you. By the way, thanks everyone for checking out Coffee Brand Coffee. This is my coffee company. Thousands and thousands and thousands of reviews with an average review score of 4.8 out of 5. We've got coffee, K-Cups, tea, 15 different organic teas, real cacao cocos. Our cold brews are flying off the shelves for Christmas. For summer. Promo code The Quartering not only will support me, my business, we just hired 2 new people in our fulfillment center, help us continue to grow, get us ready for Father's Day gift boxes. Give us a try. Promo code The Quartering. If you like coffee, we've got something for everybody. Flavored coffee, unflavored coffee. Our strawberries and cream is selling ridiculously. Blueberry cobbler. Obviously, our dark roast and our Ethiopian light roast are both very, very well good sellers. So I would absolutely love if you gave us a chance today. Now, here's a ad that was tweeted out by Myth-Informed Milwaukee. Now, we're going to actually just look at the ad. And I know people get really angry about pausing it too much. I'll try to keep it to a minimum, but like me playing the ad uninterrupted is not what I would consider fair use. So let's see what we've got. And this is a new ad, by the way. This isn't an old ad that resurfaced. The corporate media, as of May 13th, this is 2 days ago, Miller Lite's campaign to eradicate sexist beer advertising proves successful. Wrong. And I'll tell you why it's wrong. But let's take a look at. Now remember this.
Here's a little known fact. Women were among the very first to brew beer ever.
Among. Who else is there? Well, it's men.
From Mesopotamia to the Middle Ages to colonial America, women were the ones doing the brewing. Centuries later, how did the industry pay homage to the founding mothers of beer? They put us in bikinis. Wow. Look at this wild. It's time beer made it up to women. So today, Miller Lite is on a mission to clean up not just their but the whole beer industry's Miller Lite has been scouring the internet for all this and buying it back so that they can turn it into good for women brewers. Literally, good How, you ask? Ladies, take it away.
First, we turn the bad into compost. Then we feed compost to worms. Push out beautiful fertilizer.
Now, these are most of the women that are in the ads as well, from what I understand. Again, first of all, I'm not sure that high gloss paper is a high quality ingredient to turn into compost. This is all, if you've composted, you put your fruits, your vegetables, this kind of stuff in there. You don't throw the pizza box in there.
That good helps farmers grow quality hops,
which is then donated to women brewers to make their own really good
But there's definitely more out there. In your attic, in the garage, in your parents' basement. Send any you got into Miller Lite, and they'll turn that into good too.
By the way, I just want to be very clear. Now is the time to be purchasing this stuff and holding on to it, especially vintage stuff. If idiots actually send this stuff in, you're creating scarcity. And by the way, they actually created a website for this, okay? So let's go check. Let's make sure that we get into that. Yep, here we go. All right, so we'll go to that.
Oh. So here's to women, because without us, there would be no beer.
100% incorrect. 100% incorrect. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. What I also think is hilarious is you get a few pieces of cardboard sent back in. You're not creating compost with that. Like, even, like I said, the basics of composting. And then they donate the hops to women brewers. Well, geez, women just, I thought women could handle it all on their own. If in fact, a direct quote is that if it weren't for women, there would be no beer. So why do they need help? Why does Miller infantilizing women? And then if we go here to send stuff, okay, you turn in old spicy beer ads. Let's see. Do they give you any money? No, they just collect a list. What is this? This is worse than Dylan. This is the worst possible. Like, are you joking? And what's funny is Forbes, surprised this wasn't written by Paul Tassi, in honor of Women's History Month. Women's History Month? What? Elizabeth Hitch, Senior Director of Marketing. Keep an eye on that name. Start looking up Elizabeth Hitch, internet friends. Senior Director of Marketing for Miller Lite says a brand's position in the industry gives them a chance to create real change. Does it? They said we've been buying and removing any pieces we could find on the internet. Says who? You show no evidence of this. So wait, what? So this article claims that it worked, but it has no evidence of it working. This is why you support independent journalism, friends. So they're saying that they're making fertilizer, which they're not from these posters they're buying, in my opinion. And then, look at this. Right now, they're aiming to grow more than 1,000 pounds of hops. Ooh, 1,000 pounds. That's going to change the world. The hops will be donated to more than 200 females. So that's 50 pounds of hops. A single burlap sack. Here you go, woman. Here you go, woman of industry. Here's your sack of hops. That was grown from cardboard and probably tastes toxic. At no point, so he says, so far the campaign is resonating with women. I love this, says Cart ML on social media. It's nice to see real initiative from a company just instead of performative celebration. Girl, this is performative celebration. This is performative celebration in every conceivable way of the word. They're not buying enough stuff from the internet to create any real change. This is just a Trojan horse to sell morons beer. Like, I where I'm from, Miller beer barely gets used to put in the slow cooker with broth. It's usually Pabst. Okay. They say through our campaign efforts, we're hoping to achieve measurable impact and feel good vibes. Hitch says, while we wanted to take a tongue-in-cheek approach to acknowledging the past, Miller Lite is also on a larger mission to make the beer industry more inclusive of women. McFly, we've known this since the 40s and 50s that people prefer, and by the way, when I say people, I am saying men and women prefer attractive. Here's a report from the 70s. A considerable amount of social science research suggests the individual's initial perception of and the reaction to another individual are affected by the physical attractiveness of that person. The authors attempt to assess whether the general finding applies to people's perception in advertisements. Specifically, they assess whether the impact of attractiveness of male and female model subjects of evaluation of ads seek to determine whether the reactions depend on their gender. This entire report, if you read through it, proves that point. It absolutely does. We've known that both men and women prefer looking at attractive people in ads. We've known this since we started collecting data. Now, do they necessarily have to be in a bikini? Well, that is probably a different study. But, I mean, what perfect timing. They thought that they could slide this in.
Here's a little note.
Okay. It's an unlisted video with 2.2 million views, meaning you can always tell when this happens because it's an ad that they use to promote. They're running this on YouTube. 227 comments. Let's see how it's doing so well. This won't age well, Miller. Lecturing your customer base. Wow, Yingling has to be dancing. Did beer companies decide to start doing drugs back in March or something? How are we to get the best example of having no clue of who your customers are 2 months in a row? Wouldn't be a woman comedian if she didn't swear every other word. Hilarious. Yeah, that's true about her. Great lecture by New York City millionaire. I really needed that. Drink local, brew your own. I love when corporations lecture me. I thought this was going really good. Go woke, go broke, Miller. What a wonderful day. Make sure you leave a like on this. Subscribe down below because this is about to get really spicy. Make sure you check out Coffee Brand Coffee, though. Give one of our products a try. They're all well reviewed. They all have lots of reviews actually on their pages for you to read. Our cold brew bags are brand new. Make sure to check those out. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.